Hi again, everyone. I'm KCTV5 meteorologist Brett Anthony. We're back with another week of our KCTV5 weather experiments for you while you're learning at home, and we're making it through this stay-at-home order. And we're not in the classroom, but we're in the, let's say, bedroom or the dining room or somewhere. Wherever we're learning, we want to bring you just a little bit of help, maybe a couple of quick lessons on weather. We'll try to make it as simple as possible. If you have any questions, remember, you can always post those at the bottom of this post. And don't forget, if you try one of these experiments or demonstrations, to send us a picture. Post a picture here on our Facebook page or email me, brett.anthony@kctv5.com. All right, when I go out to schools, one of the demonstrations I do is the difference between high pressure and low pressure. And I bring along one of these weather wonder bags that I got from a school supply store. You can also get them online at Steve Spangler Science. But here's what we try to do. We try to demonstrate the difference between high and low pressure. And when we demonstrate low pressure, we make sure that the balloon is wide open and we stand back. And I usually have the students blow into the bag for about 10 seconds, but it's only going to take me a second to do this. And then I grip the end. So look how much air went into that balloon with just one big gust of wind with low pressure applied. Quite a bit of air filled up the balloon, all right? So remember how much air is filling up the balloon here with low pressure applied. Now, we'll take the air out of the balloon and I'm going to do something a little bit different. Instead of keeping the opening wide open, we're going to squeeze the opening down. We're going to apply high pressure to the opening. It's important also to stand back at the same distance that you stood when you had low pressure. And we'll give it a big push of wind. Maybe I'll blow a little bit longer. Maybe I'll blow a couple different times. Now, we push it all the way down and you can see there was very little wind that made it into the balloon. So what essentially happened here? Well, high pressure, which is always pushing down on you in the atmosphere, essentially is a region where there is less air flowing into. When there's less air flowing into that, the air is either stable or tends to sit right there, or it can even sink. When you have low pressure and a lot of air flowing into a region, it warms and it starts to rise. As it rises, when it gets pretty high in the atmosphere, it diverges, and so more air can flow into that region and replace the air that was rising and diverging. That's where we start to see the process of clouds, rain, even thunderstorms form. So the big difference, again, is going to be the difference that low pressure allows more air to flow into a region, and high pressure allows less air to flow into a region. So on days where low pressure is nearby, you'll tend to see a lot of cloud cover. It might be a warmer day, and there might even be a more humid day just because warm air can hold more moisture than, say, cold air. And high pressure is typically associated with cold air because we see a lot of strong high pressure systems in the wintertime and less air flows into those pressure systems, and we tend to have a lot of stable conditions, or a stable environment, meaning you have a lot of sunshine underneath high pressure. All right, so that's been our demonstration of the difference between high pressure and low pressure using a weather wonder bag. Thanks again for watching. We'll have another one of our weather demonstrations, another one of our KCTV5 weather experiments this week coming up Tuesday morning at 9:30.